Hey students, welcome to the video channel of Access Layer Design Part 2. So we'll just uh, revisit what we discussed in the previous video. So this is the Access Layer Design steps. Mirror the business class package. For every business class package, create a create a package which contain one access layer. Mirror superclass subclass relationship, create a relationship among the package. Normalize the classes and relationships. Okay, that means eliminate the unnecessary classes and normalize the relationship. For every business class identified, mirror the for every business class identified, mirror the business class package. For every business class has been identified, create one access class in the access layer package. For every respective classes in the business layer, define relationships. The rules are applied for the business classes. Same rules are applied among the business classes objects, also mapped among the access classes. Simplify the class relationship. The main goal is to eliminate the redundant or unnecessary class or structures. In most cases, you can combine the simple classes and simple superclass subclass relationship. It is done by the two ways. First one is eliminate the redundant classes. If you have more than one class that provides similar services, simply select one and eliminate the other. If you have more than one class that provides similar services, simply select one, eliminate the other. Method classes. Revisit the classes that consisting of the only one or two methods to see that if you be eliminated or combined with the existing classes. If you can find no classes from the access layer package, then select its associated class from the business package and add the method as a private method to it and iterate and refine. So these are the steps. So here the diagram shows the relationships. So business layer contain class 1, class 2, class 3. Business layer package contain class 1, class 2, class 3. Access layer also contain class 1 DB, class 2 DB and class 3 DB. Step 2, define the relationship among the access layer classes. So the class 1 DB is a superclass, class 2 and class 3 DB are the subclasses, superclass subclass relationship. Simplify the class and relationship. So for example, here the class 3 DB is unnecessary, so it got eliminated. The steps. The modified process consisting of the following steps. For every business class identified, determine if the class is having any persistent data, the data which is outlived beyond the process which is created. An attribute can be either transient and persistent. That means non-transient. So transient means an attribute can be transient if the following condition exists. Temporary storage for an expression evaluation or its value can be dynamically allocated. Temporary storage for expression evaluation or its value can be dynamically allotted. So the attribute is a temporary one. An attribute can be persistent if the following condition exists. Data must be exist between the execution of the program or outflow of the program. Data must be exist between the execution of the program or outflow of the program. If the method has any persistent attribute, go to the next step. If method has any persistent attribute, mirror the business class package. Otherwise, the class need no associated with the access layer classes. If we have to see that method is having any persistent attribute, go to the next step. That means mirroring the business class package. Otherwise, the class needs no associated access layer classes. The second one is mirror the business class package. For every business class identified and created, create one access class. For every business class identified and created, create one access class in the access layer package. For example, if there are three business classes like class 1, class 2, and class 3, create an access layer which contain class 1 DB, class 2 DB, and class 3 DB. Third one is define the relationship. The same rule as applies among the business class objects also applies among the access classes. The same rule as applies among the business class object also applies among the access classes. So here define the relationships. We are having three steps. Simplify the classes and relationship. The main goal here is to eliminate the redundant or unnecessary classes and structures. In most cases, you can combine the simple classes and simplify the superclass and subclass structure. So combine the simple classes and as well as simplify the superclass and subclass structure. The next one is we have to discuss about the redundant classes. If you have a more than one class that provides similar service, that class is known as a redundant class. That means the translate request and translate result services, that class is known as a redundant classes. Simply select the one class and eliminate the other class. So this one. Next one is method classes. Revisit the classes consisting of the only one or two methods. There is no need to keep a class for only one or two methods to see that if they can be eliminated or combined with the existing classes. And iterate and refine. This entire process should be get iterated and refined. In either case, one can access class has been defined. All you need to do is make it as a part of the business class. Iterate and the refine. And this diagram shows that the business class and access class relationship. The relationship between the business class and access class is shown here. Business class contain an access class as its part. Okay, that's it. Okay, before we are closing it, we will see the steps once again. For every business class identified, it's a modified steps and enhanced steps identified. Determine the class is having a persistent data. Attribute when we can translate, it is a temporary value of evaluation expression that is non-transient. If attribute is persistent means actually it is stored in the database, or the data must be exist beyond the execution of the program or out of the program, then we can say it is a persistent attribute. Then actually if it is a persistent attribute, we can go for the next step. Otherwise, no need to create a associated access layer classes. Okay, only we are having a persistent attribute, and we can go to the next step. Next step is mirror the business class package. For every business class package, we have to create a classes in the access layer package. Define the relationships. Thus, by applying the same rule of business class, we are apply among the access classes and simplify the class relationship. That means you can combine the simple classes and simplify the super and subclass relationship. Redundant classes. If you have more than one class that provide a similar service, that class is known as a redundant class. For example, similar translate request and translate result services. Method classes. Revisit the classes which contain if the class which consists of only one or two methods to see that if they can be eliminated or combined with the existing classes. Iterate and refine. In either case, one can access the class has been defined. All you need to do is make it as a part of the business class. So this is the business class and access class relationship. The access class is a part of the business class. Okay, that's it for the access layer design. And thanks for watching the video. Thank you.